Hello everyone, I am Dr. Neeraj, Assistant Professor of Biotechnology, Pandit Chiranjeev Sharma Government College, Karnal. So today I am going to discuss with you the various substrates that can be used in animal cell culture. The types of substrate and the pre-treatment substrate will be covered in this lecture. So let's get started. First of all, we should know that what is a substrate and why we require a substrate. So substrate is just a physical surface which can be used to culture the cells. It can be a vial, or it can be a beaker, it can be a petri plate. Means any physical surface can be act as a substrate. And why we need substrate in case of animal cell culture? Because many cells, they grow when they attach themselves to the substrate. Means they need any physical surface to which they can attach themselves and start growing. These cells are known as anchorage dependent cells. So for that cells, we use substrate. Substrate can be glass, plastic and very other materials. So let's discuss them one by one. First of all, glass. Glass is a very commonly used substrate. Glass varies in its composition and it may contain arsenic or lead, which can be toxic to the cells. So we should keep in mind while choosing the glass that it should not be toxic to the cells. Generally, the borosilicate glass of the grade 1, 2 and 3, it is preferred because it increases the attachment of cells with the cell surface. Beside glass, we can also use plastic, and plastic grouped as thermoplastic and thermosetting. The thermoplastic, it includes polystyrene, polyvinyl chloride and polyethylene, etc. And they are usually used to grow adherent cells which need attachment to the cell surface. Then thermosetting plastic, which include PTFE, that is polytetrafluoroethylene, and this plastic got hydrophobic surface, so it do not favor the attachment. So it is used for the cells which do not require their attachment with the substrate. Like for example, transformed cells, they do not require any surface attachment. For that kind of cells, we can use thermosetting plastics. And we can also use metals, but it should be of very good quality and should not have any toxic effects. Generally used metals are molybdenum, chromium and stainless steel. For the first time, palladium was also used and it was deposited on agarose and used as a substrate for the growth of fibroblast and glial cells. Then non-adherent substrate means some substrates, they do not attach the cells with themselves because they have hydrophobic surfaces. So when the cells which can grow without attachment to the substrate, so we can use non-adherent substrates, and we also treat these substrates with 0.5% or 1% agarose, and similarly we can also treat with them polyhydroxyethyl methacrylate. This treatment, it decreases the attachment of cells to the substrate so that they can grow very well in the non-adherent substrates. Then pre-treatment of substrate. What do you mean by the pre-treatment and why we do the pre-treatment of substrate? Because as we know, the many cells, they require the attachment to the substrate for their growth. So we generally pre-treat our substrate before culturing so that the attachment increased. So this pre-treatment can be done by the help of attachment factor. These promote the cell attachment to the cell substrates, and they may also enhance the spreading, proliferation and the substrate coverage. The attachment factor, it may include polylysins, which can increase the surface charge of substrate to increase the cell surface binding, and substrate treated with the variety of purified extracellular matrix component like fibronectin, laminin, collagen 1 and 4, to which cells bind with a specific transmembrane receptor. It means we treat our substrate with these ECM component like fibronectin, laminin, and the cells which are growing, they will attach to these attachment factor with their transmembrane receptor. So when they attach to these ECM components, so there is a strong attachment and which ultimately increase the growth of cells, because we very well known that the many cells, they can grow when they attach themselves to the substrate. So we treat our substrate with these attachment factors so that the attachment with the cells and surface can be increased and growth can be increased. It is now very well established that these extracellular matrix preparations, it can influence the differentiation, structure and function of cultured cell. So in a nutshell, we can summarize the whole lecture that substrate is any physical surface which can be used to culture the animal cells, and we generally use glass, plastic, metals and some non-adherent substrates, and we can pre-treat our substrates so that the attachment increase and growth of the cells ultimately also got increase. So that was all for the today. Thank you very much.